Mic check. Mic check. Yo, what's good? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be live in a second. I'm trying to set up this freaking. Hold on. Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? It's your boy Drip. I got this moderator. I got this AI moderator that I'm utilizing in the stream now, and I'm having to set that up. What's up, Wendy? What's up, Wendy? I'm trying to set up. I got a bunch of things going on now that I got access to with my YouTube, and I'm trying to moderate those and set those up in the background while I'm running this shit. And it's so much going on because it's on mobile, so it's a lot more difficult. But yeah, we gonna get this going in a second though. I'm gonna get this going in a second though. Gotta get through the pain to get the gain. You know what I'm saying, man? No. The AI allows, yeah, see my Nightbot chat allows me to post things that I can keep posted in the chat that I don't have to repeat, or you see what I'm saying? Like it's set to a timer, then you know it's certain things I can manage and moderate, so that's all. I already have moderators, that's not the issue. But everybody ain't always in the chat. So we got all this AI shit, I'm about to utilize it. Yeah. Alright, we about to take off. What the fuck? Boom. We are live with the Nightbot chat. Oh yeah, it's on now. We up and running now. I gotta get the Discord link. I don't even know where the fuck my Discord is. Oh shit. Where is my Discord link? I don't even know. Alright, so we got everything up and running. Now I gotta add the damn Discord. Let me add the Discord link to the chat. So that's the fishing clan Discord. What is that? Look, see, who the fuck is that? Deleted user. How the fuck do I remove him? Who is that? What in the fuck is going on here? Alright. What in the fuck? That's the fishing plan. Where the fuck is my shit? Alright. Okay, there's my home page. What in the hell? You're a pain in the ass. I'm trying to get this down. Fishing Planet News. I don't care about that. Where is my Discord? Like, what the fuck? Man, this is crazy. Oh man. Trying to set up this I was trying to set up this Discord shit for the gaming shit. What the hell? Alright. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so I'm setting up the Discord and getting it situated. There is a lot going on. Trying to get all this shit set up. I got the server set up. Now, this is crazy. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this online. I'm not gonna do this now because this shit gonna take a minute. So I'm just gonna add the server, the Discord server link to the I'm gonna add the Discord server link to my Nightbot, and I'm gonna set this up. And then I'll set the Discord server up later. So if you guys wanna, y'all can utilize this link. Yo, what up, Cruz? I'm doing a lot of shit right now, trying to get this shit like really taking off. So It's a lot going on. This live is strictly for this. I got a lot I'm trying to set up and get going. So it looks like okay, so where are my boom. Okay, where's the chat bot? Okay, we got that. So it only lets me use one timer. I can't use multiple. Commands. Oh. This is retarded. Alright, we should be good. I don't know why shit ain't popping up. But, hey. Alright. Damn it. Alright, let's rock. It's been 44 minutes. Why it only posted once? What's up, Nightbot? What you doing? Oh, no. Alright, now we about to rock and roll. Oh boy. Alright. How come this shit only posted once? Fucking weird. Got the shit active. Why? why my timer ain't working? You know, the fuck. Alright, let's go. This shit is retarded. Alright. Let's get it. Alright, that took long enough. Shit. I might have to have a live just active for the fuck of it. This shit pissing me off. Alright, let's go. Alright, so now that I got some other stuff set up in my YouTube chat, and it took me a second to really get it situated. So alright, I'm back in this thing, and we still gotta run these missions because I didn't do them last night. I didn't even care. I'm probably gonna stop going live at midnight because it's midnight. And I don't know, everybody not on. Like, we got a few people that'll tap in, you know what I'm saying? We got a few people that'll tap in. We got a few people that'll tap in on those late night, midnight live chat sessions. But for the overall majority, it's only a few of us that's in there, so yeah. So I'm gonna start going live probably in the morning and just staying live all the way throughout the day until the afternoon. And that will allow people to actually be on the live, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to find that sweet spot in the live stream so that way I can get everybody on the stream, whether it's people overseas or people that are in the States. So I'm trying to find that sweet spot to be able to get that done. So it might be some bumps and bruises in the next, I don't know, couple streams. I got a few AI chatbot moderator type programs that'll post links for me. We're gonna create some giveaways and whatnot. So it's a lot of stuff that's gonna take place. And the reason why I'm gonna start using some of these these YouTube AIs for the moderation as well, because some of y'all are in here for a while, and some of y'all only come in, y'all say a few words and then y'all gone, and then that's it. So I'm gonna find a different way to utilize all this software that we got, especially because I'm in IT. I'm gonna find another way to utilize all of this different stuff that we got, so I can have a more interactive experience in the chat. Because I had 8 people in the chat the other night at one time. We had more than that, but nobody said a word. So it's like, okay. So I'm gonna start taking care of that myself. So we got the night bot. So anyways though, we got the missions. I'm at White Moose Lake and I gotta catch 2 northern pike more than 4.2 pounds with a popping retrieve. So And the Syndicate Gaming Network Discord is live, but I gotta set up some servers and get it situated. It's a lot of people I got that are on the moderation list, but I'm gonna take y'all ass off at some point. Y'all about to get removed. Oh, we got a trout tournament at Tiber starting at 44 minutes. Ooh, see, you can't catch the young ones. I think that's the issue I had yesterday, even though I still came in second or third. Let's look at this. The tuna bonsai at Kaiji. What does that say? Joker, Syndicate, third place. Yes, sir. I could have came and said I could have beat him, but yep, that's what I thought. The Pacific bluefin tuna. I was catching some young ones, and it was really fucking me up. So I don't think I'm gonna run with an 8 anymore. I mean a 7. I think I'm gonna run with 8s. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna check that shit. But anyway, let's get this mission complete. I didn't change my boat. I sure didn't. I didn't add my kayak either. You know what? Let me leave. Alright, that first hour was a doozy. So, I'm hungry. All right. So we are here. So let's see. How many do I have? 1, 2. I don't want to. That shit should be edited. What is it set to? 15? Oh no. Let me set this one to. Yeah, that's one. Alright. So let's see. We got that out the way. That out the way. That out the way. That no timer. Don't even count it. Close that. That's that. What is this? Is that Google? Yup. Alright, we good to go now. We are good to go. So, if y'all want to join the Discord server, you can. I am still setting that up because I had Mike moderating it at one time, but his ass disappears more than the fucking invisible man, because one minute he's here and the next minute he's not. So I'm probably gonna remove him as a moderator. So now I gotta go get my boat. One thing I gotta start doing is make sure when I go to these levels, I gotta grab the right boat. So I love my motorboats. I don't know why. They're fucking weird sometimes. No, I'm gonna take my standard little bass boat this time. Take my little bass boat and take the black one. Then I'm gonna take the kayak, because that one's easy to deal with as well. Notice that they're all the same size. So I'll take my Red River kayak this time. Oh no, I'll take, wait, I got the black kayak. I meant the black boat. So I'll take my golden kayak, no biggie. They kind of match. Now let's take the Red River Dragon. They kind of match. Alright, so now I gotta go back to White Moose Lake. Again, this mission, we are trying to catch northern pike more than 4.29 pounds, and we have to use a popping retrieve. So catching northern pike at White Moose Lake with a with a popper, and it's got to be pretty damn heavy. So let's go do it. Now I'm finally going. That first hour was a doozy getting this stuff set up. Still got to really get the Discord set up. But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So I am going to probably, yeah, let's go to the boat launch. Private room, because it's so many people playing this game now. This shit has gotten toxic as fuck. 9 times out of 10, the Fishing Planet update will probably take place very soon, because it's the end of the month and it's usually a couple weeks after the PC update. So you guys can really just keep up with the devs, and I'll have that stuff pinned in the chat. make sure again to hit the like button, shit like that. Or if you come through, don't forget to give us some love with the little interactive button in the bottom right, where you can put 100, or you can put any one of those things. That stuff just helps with the algorithm as well, just to keep it interactive. So don't forget, every now and then, if you want to just show some love, press, you know what I'm saying, get us going. I love this fucking bass boat. It doesn't have any trolling, which sometimes I really don't care about trolling, because trolling can be a pain in the ass. I just love the color. That solid black is just hard as fuck. And if you look at the fish finder again, you'll see where here at White Moose Lake, they have all these valleys and all these drops. And if y'all ever fish out here, then you'll know why your lure is getting stuck. And notice in just that little bit of time, it goes from some serious so without a trolling motor, so without a, oh, there they are. Now again, the fish moving from right to left, especially if I'm stationary, they're passing this way. So if they're on the top, you got to have something on the top water to catch them, clearly. But now that would mean that fish is behind me. That's exactly what this means. And there aren't many people on Fishing Planet that are teaching people how to use the fish finder, because nobody knows. And that's how you know whether or not somebody is truly an actual fisherman, because, or not even a fisherman, but have even had that experience with using a boat. And you'll see all kinds of shit, all the things in the world about what to do on Fishing Planet, but you never find many users or any type of information telling y'all how to actually use the damn fish finder, which I think it's actually piss poor, if you ask me. But who am I? Why isn't it popping? Oh, that's stupid. I can't believe I did that dumb shit. Alright, let's do this again. So using a popper, I have to catch northern pike. What up, Ty? And right now, I gotta catch northern pike using popper retrieve. So I have to have a and they have to be More than 4 pounds. 4 point, and if I would read, I would also see where it says it has to be during the day from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So let's switch timers or it ain't gonna even count. Reading is fundamental. I swear it is. Shit. Alright, so I only have, alright, now we can do this. Let's change it. I don't want to use a frog popper. I don't think let's see. Let's use, oh, that one's too large. Let's use a saltwater popper, because this one should definitely get us the size fish that we need. I'm gonna back this boat up. I love this bass boat, this black and gray. This shit is so tough. That shit is tough with the blue display. It just doesn't have a troll motor, but I mean, that's cool. Just gotta control your boat. That's all. No troll motor. You just gotta drive slow. Single outboard. Alright. And you see again in the fish finder where you can find, and again, those are the, look at that shit. And they're moving from right to left, and they are traveling under the boat, because the radar in any boat, in any fishing vessel or any boat period, the sonar is in the front. And that's what this is. It's not radar, it's sonar. It's underneath, in the hull, at the front, towards the forward mast of the boat, and it travels underneath. They travel underneath, and as you see them go from right to left, they are going, and you can hear it beep, even though it's not very loud. So it's letting you know, look at all them damn fish, and they're going this way. So if you needed any type of assistance to kind of figure out how to catch them, I'll give y'all a clue. Most people would turn the boat around. I'm not gonna do that. Like, for what? I'm just gonna go ahead and try to catch them, especially because some of them are on the top. I like the smaller bass boats because I can see. But even though graphically the shit doesn't even get in your way, because the boat is only meant for you to stand on, so nothing else blocks anything. But this has nothing to do with me catching the damn the pike. This is just showing y'all how to actually use the fish finder. Now, I don't even know what the hell is in the water behind me. I can just go off of what I see in the fish finder. So now, because I don't have a trolling motor on this one, there's nothing up front. It's just me, which I actually like this because I have more room to operate. So if you want to see the fish finder, you got to get back in the boat, and you can see again they're about at that 6 foot mark. So you see where the depth is that you have. So in that case, you could easily switch to something as simple as a crankbait, and you could use a 6-foot, there's a 6.5 yellow crank. So I'm just going to toss this right behind me. Don't even necessarily know what's behind me, but I know the majority of these fish like crankbaits. I could probably use a spinner bait and it would work. And now I'm using a, oh, that one splashed already. So I'm using, wow, that one tried to hit already. So I'm using a slower retrieve with this particular reel. So it's going to give me a nice little steady retrieve. Oh, and there's the hit. So that means they're definitely behind us. I have no idea what that was. See, you can fish through the boat. Not my fault. I didn't make the game. I just play it. So, shit. I utilize it like a cheat. Hey, if they wanted the line to be blocked by the boat, they would have made it available. Ain't my fault. I can fish through the boat, so I'm gonna fish through the boat. Shit. Ain't my fault. Game's still fun. They do have a little they do have a little few, you know, a few glitches here and there, but hey, ain't my fault. Game's still fun. Oh, we getting more hits. So that lets me know it's something. Maybe I'll speed it up just a little bit. Because again, this particular casting rod or reel has a slower retrieve on it. So once you get about to a certain distance anyway, it don't even stay underwater, so it don't matter. There we go. 8-foot would probably work. Because once you get to a certain depth with the crankbaits, they stop working. So in this case, you can not only do that, but I would recommend a shallow running minnow. So those are at 3 feet. This is an 8-foot triple runner. The white one, usually highly effective. So let's see, if I was to cast out about here, we'd have to go about 3/4 of the way without hitting the wall. Yep, that works. Okay. See? Ain't my fault that I can reel through the boat. It's not my fault. Shit. Ain't no telling I might catch a fish right through the boat. I got a magic boat. That's what I call it. I call it the magic boat. Oh, I got stuck on something. Pulled out some backlash. This is the magic boat. Now that was too far. Definitely went too far with that. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. It's habit. If I catch these fish. Oh, that was a good hit. So that lets me know that they're active behind me. So the fish finder was absolutely correct. So that's not working because these runners, they all do different things. So you got to make sure you got a decent depth. So this one's a 8'6". This is the yellow hunch runner. And again, you have to find something that matches. It's not even about attracting the fish. It's about the contrast color of the lure or the bait when it's in the water. So it's not really necessarily about attracting the fish, that's a big portion of it, but it's also about how it looks when it hits the water in reference to the contrasting colors that the fish sees. So if you aren't utilizing the right thing in that regard, then you won't catch nothing. And these runners all perform in a different method. So you can experiment with which ones you want to utilize. So I thought I had some 3-foot ones in here for sure, because I normally never leave without, there they are. I never leave without my 3-foot lures because they work. And I'm gonna tell you right now, when it comes to fishing, anytime you see trees, tree limbs, tree stumps, anything in the water where there were trees, logs, bushes, anything, it's almost automatic you can fish around it, because trees act, you know, fish love that type of environment. They act as reefs for fish. So in this regard, if you cannot tell, these are not working. So in this case, you want to switch to the bullet spinner. And one of the bullet spinners that you always want to utilize here is the bug ones. So you got the beetle, you got the yellow beetle, but then you got these. This one is the rose and blue trout bullet spinner. And more often than not, that's the one I utilize. I often put a tail on it, but at first I like to see how it hits without one. So if I don't have a spinner tail on it, I like to see how it performs without one. And when you know where they are in that layer of the water, you kind of want to just kind of keep that there. But there's a chance that they aren't even there anymore at this point, because based on what one of the guys I spoke to, developer, I think his name is Rick, the fish move. They are not stationary, which contrary to popular belief, a lot of people think the fish are stationary, and they are not. They are not. They are moving constantly. And I have to get these chicken tenders out of the damn air fryer. I think I left them in too long. Yeah, probably. Nah, they're alright. Alright. Gotta go get my Zaxby sauce. Hold up. Alright. And I like to use this stuff called Kinder's. This barbecue sauce, their shit is ridiculous. It's hickory. I got this one is the hickory brown sugar. That shit is hitting. Oh boy. So I like to use that. And I got my Zaxby sauce, because I don't know if y'all, if a lot of y'all eat at Zaxby's, but they have Zaxby's has these like loaded fries, right? And it's got fries with the Zaxby, the chicken fingers, like the chicken tenders cut up on the, like on top, topped over the fries with Zaxby sauce. It's got Zaxby sauce, right? And you can, by default they add ranch, but then they have cheese on top of it, and it's cheddar cheese, and then they got I think it's white American cheese as well, and then they got like chunks of pieces of sliced bacon all over it, topped all over it. Let me tell y'all something. Them fries are fucking ridiculous. But you can make them at home. Just get you some chicken, either fry it or get the chicken tenders that are raw from like your standard grocers. You know what I'm saying? And then you can put the cheese on them and do all that shit. I do it all the time, and I'm telling you, boy, that shit is so insane. But if y'all hadn't heard of Kinder's, you can get that shit from Walmart or anywhere. It's like one of the best barbecue sauces. This shit is ridiculous. It's got like a bull, like their logo is like a black, it's like a silhouette of a bull head. They got a white label. It's called Kinder's, Kinders. That shit is ridiculous. And I found out again that, and this is what I was telling y'all the other day, that when you are fishing, there's not really any such thing as stuff that's supposedly like strictly saltwater. And I say that to say this because I'm using a popper right now that's considered a saltwater popper, quote unquote. But it can be used in fresh water because there's not really a such thing. Like when you fish, it's just equipment. The only difference is just if you use certain shit and you're using it in deep salt water, based on the metals, if the lure has a lot of metals on it, like especially like maybe like the hooks, but if they aren't anodized or coated in a certain way, then they might corrode. But you can take the hooks off of a lure. You can actually change the hooks in a lure. Like lures can be edited, and you know what I'm saying? There's really no such thing as something that's really just saltwater specific, unless you're talking about the species of fish that you're using for the bait per se. But I used to go out saltwater, freshwater, and I'd have the same shit when I leave fishing in saltwater. I'd have my rig still set up. I'd go right to a freshwater lake and go fish with the same rig and catch fish. Like, and so I wanted to say that to say this. You have certain things in the game, but don't get it mistaken just because, like, for instance, in the backpack, these are considered, let me dumb these down real quick. These are considered saltwater poppers, right? But that's not necessarily true. Now this, oh shit. Hold on a second. Yo, man, that was the biggest. Holy shit. As a lot of y'all know, I live in Florida, right? And it's been raining for like 4 days straight. And my home is like fucking swampland where I live at, right? So sometimes if you ain't careful, and I thought I saw that shit yesterday when I had let my dog in, but if you ain't careful, man, we got the biggest fucking insects. And boy, this shit that just flew across my damn man cave, I was like, oh shit. I had to go get it, boy. I had to go get it. That's one thing I don't play about, but I cannot stand bugs, boy, especially flying ones. Because in Florida, boy, you get the wrong flying bug land on you, that shit'll bite the shit out of you. And trust me, you don't. We got bugs out here that'll put your ass in the hospital. We got bugs out here that'll bite you and put your ass in the hospital. So I don't play. I do not play that shit when it comes to these fucking bugs in this state. I swear. So I had to bring my fucking Switch. Can't do shit. They can't do shit with the they can't do shit with that super raid, boy. That shit is no joke. Not even fucking playing with you. But anyway, just to make a long story short though, you can use any of the poppers. Like, just because it says saltwater, that does not mean shit. And I don't know why on this game they make these fucking, they make these stupid ass markers so, oh, got his ass. See? And that's a saltwater popper. That's a saltwater popper. And I just caught a 13-pound pike. So if you guys get tired of fishing in this game and catching small fish, and you gotta up it, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to up it. Use larger bait. Real shit. Because the standard poppers that I have, I think they're 6-aught. I'm not sure. But I gotta catch 2 of those. So I like to just, I don't even have to mark those no more, for real, because they're all over here. Like, they just are. That's like the white suckerfish and all that. And then that's a pike that I caught that day. But that's a salmon, that's a burbot, that's a trout, and that's a pike. I don't even mark these anymore, cause like I know where the fuck they are. But I found some shit yesterday messing around in the Congo that I did not expect to see, and I just unlocked a whole different level, like, group of fish that I didn't even know were in that area. So that's what I mean when I say I'm on my strategy shit. That's what I'm talking about. You know what? I didn't mean to do that, because I meant to mark that. Man, if that bug would have landed on me in my sleep, I would have had a shit pit, dude. I mean, I would have had a total shit pit. and I'm eating these bomb-ass chicken tenders. So, but again, I needed to catch 2 northern pike that are more than 4.2 pounds. First one, trophy. Got him. Oh, see, I was too early on the strike. But look at that. Look at how fast he hit. They're right there. Like, that's why I don't even have to mark those, because they hang out by the tree. So, and the thing about pike is, they're like catfish on the game. So they come with a wake. So it's not even a question that you're, you know what I'm saying? You don't even have to wait for the actual fish to hit the water for you to actually see it, because it comes with a wake. No matter what, it comes with a wake. So when you see the wake, you know that the damn pike is coming. Like, and it's big as shit too, big circular wake. It's only select fish in the game that leave a certain type of wake when you catch them, and that would be the Cornish jack, the red nose, and the purple labeo at the Congo, and the Cornish jack is at the Congo. The big eye catfish, pretty much all the catfish for the most part, because they're bottom fish and how they are, when you catch them, when they get closer to the top, they leave a wake. So you automatically know as a catfish. Some of the other fish in South America, they have a wake associated with them when you catch them. But pike and muskie are the ones that when they come up to bite, I don't know how, it's because of how aggressive they are. I'm not sure. I don't know why they programmed them like that, but I don't give a shit. It is absolutely no question that you have a fish on, or that he's stalking. Let me see if I can pull one and get it to hurry up. And so even the popper, it leaves a small wake in the water as it travels, because it's on top of the water. But that damn pike, huge ass wake every time. Never fails. See if I can trigger one. See if y'all can see it past some bright ass fucking markers that for some reason, as soon as the sun hits them, Fishing Planet thinks that they have to be all specularly lit up like it's a fucking traffic light. That is the dumbest shit. I know they're markers, but they ain't that damn reflective. Like, that's the one thing that they gotta fix. That shit is called specular lighting in 3D models. And that shit is aggravating when they overdo that shit. The water ain't even lit up like that. That shit is so aggravating. In 3D design, that's something in the ray tracing. It's called global illumination. That shit is a pain in the ass. Cause I'm certified Autodesk, AutoCAD, ZBrush, Cinema 4D, all that shit. Part of my first set of degrees. I've been doing this shit forever though. Even before I got the degrees in it. That's why I got the degrees. Cause I'm already overly knowledgeable about the shit. So 3ds Max, Autodesk, all that shit. I do all that shit. I used to edit back when I had 2K, when it was on the PC, I would edit the assets in the game and then put them back in. Like, I would make the jerseys look more real. I'd make the players, like the sweat and shit like that, and make it look more realistic. Because I would take the assets, convert them to where they were actually still an editable, usable format. Then I would put them in 3ds Max and I would redo the shit and put it back in the game. So that's one of the joys of having PCs. You can still do shit like that for people like me. You know what I'm saying? But the downfall is you gotta have a sick ass PC, which I build PCs, so it's not a big deal. But they're always changing graphic shit, and I got tired of wasting money on ridiculous NVIDIA graphics cards. So it just got to a point I was like, man, fuck this shit. So now all of a sudden I cannot get a hit or something. That's crazy. Now all of a sudden we cannot get the damn fish to bite. Like, here we go with this silly shit. Right on cue. Yeah, so some of these poppers, they do go up to 7. But for the most part, that's about the extent of the limit that you'll get with those poppers. It's a 7-aught. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna use this one since it's slower. See, I can, and that's the difference in having a reel with a different and a much slower recovery, because then it has a, ooh, y'all, there we go. And you see the wake, see the wake, see the wake, and that's how you know. I mean, that it's automatic, because they go crazy. Definitely more than 4 pounds. Oh, another trophy, 13 pounds. And there we go. 2 northern pike gone, just like that. And just like any game, when you have to catch these things, deal with weed beds and structures at the surface. Well, not necessarily on the surface, because they'll hit on the surface, but they hang around shorelines and structural shit. Pike are the type of fish pike are. Pike are called ambush predators. So they like to hide a lot. And because they have teeth and they know it, they like to hide because they don't have to chase. So they like to hide, and they'll ambush the fish that they're after. Strike real quick, bite them, and it's, hold on to them, it's over with. Shit like that. And they're like sharks in a sense, to where they'll thrash your ass to death. Call it a day. Not bad. Not bad, a little ugly. Booyah. And we gone. And I didn't even start playing this shit until just now. Like, when I went live this morning, that's when I started playing. I still got 15 hours. So, normally, of course, to start my missions off, I'm usually playing already at like midnight. And a lot of this shit is knocked out already, but nope. Just got going. So now I gotta change my boat. And now everything that's left is at Scarlet Fjord. So now we gotta completely change the inventory. So White Moose Lake was the only task. So we almost got all the tasks complete. But now we got to go to Scarlet Fjord and go play Fish Hunter for real. Because at Scarlet, you don't know what you're going to catch. You can only base it off what you see on the radar in the radar or the sonar. So now we gotta change those. And let's see. Catch common fish of Atlantic halibut by vertical jigging retrieve. So the good thing about this fish is they pretty much tell you what depths to go to, and they're at the bottom. But damn near everything in Scarlet Fjord is at the bottom. These fish can reach over 600 pounds in the Norwegian Sea, and they like rocky and sandy seafloors. So I'm gonna need some big shit to catch them. So we're gonna try to grab that. So it ain't even about, it's not even about casting far, it's about casting down. So hold on, I'll be right back. Alright, so I gotta change out a lot of my shit real quick, and then we'll go catch these fish and be done. And then I'll just go, I think I'm gonna go catch some more of the fish monsters that I hadn't caught, or just go mess around and close out some other levels that I hadn't done. Or I can go check and see which competitions are active, because I damn sure want to get active. But I'm always going to knock out my missions first, because those competitions, they don't provide the overall prize winning, value that you'll get from the XP. So I'll always choose to take getting my XP before anything else, because XP is the bloodline or blood life or the lifeblood of this game. I say it all the time, because without XP, you can't level up, you don't make money, you know what I'm saying? Without XP, you can't do shit. So this is not about XP. This is about level. This is about finishing missions. So, you know what? I'm gonna delete these, and I'm gonna leave these empty. So I'm first gonna let me load these up, because I get tired of having to change this shit when it's already set up for like fishing at Kaiji. I think I'm gonna start doing that. I'm just gonna start leaving them empty, so that way I can just put whatever I need to put on them when I go fishing. So I'm gonna delete these 3 templates, and then I'm gonna go back to the bottom, and I'm gonna remove the squid chain, because the squid chain and the trolling octopus does absolutely nothing for you at Scarlet. Nothing. So now I'm going to save these blank templates, which I do often. Now I can go in and I can set up my templates to match what the hell I'm trying to catch. I don't like getting rid of a lot of my baits because I use them a lot. Most of the time, the one thing that I'll switch up and get rid of is all the worm baits or the fresh baits. I'll really get rid of those because I'm not using them in every single spot. So, but saltwater hooks, I'm definitely keeping. Now, the live bait trolling, I don't often use those a lot. But I keep it because in Scarlet Fjord, I learned it. Well, I won't say I learned, but I realized that the bait in Scarlet Fjord, you can also add to the trolling setup, the live bait trolling setup, because you can use the Atlantic herring as a trolling bait. So, because the water is so rough, if you use a heavy trolling head sinker, then you'll have. Let me get rid of these. That shit is an absolute waste. If you use a heavy trolling head, that allows you to control the depth because the water is deep as shit. And so then you can troll at Scarlet, which a lot of people don't do. Which I'm about to. I might even set up, as a matter of fact, I'm going to set up a trolling hook. Because I have to catch a common. Is that what it said? Yep. Nope, I can't. I got a vertical jig. Okay, so that would mean I need to set up a pilker. So, in this case, probably get like a 2-aught or a 1. Yeah, so checking my library of information that I keep readily available to me in my tables for Scotland Fjord. Usually, from what I've seen, from what I've caught, a 1-aught to a 3-aught is perfectly fine for a common. But when you start getting to a 3-aught, I noticed I started picking up a lot of trophies. I mean, that's why I said 1 to 2 would be fine. So let's go find the Pilkers. I don't know why I always forget that Pilkers and Spoons pretty much have the same Nordic Pilkers and Fish Pilkers, and then they like baby halibuts. Most of the time I would use the saltwater twisters. But here's the issue with the jigs, the saltwater jigs. Which again, you can use the saltwater jigs in freshwater because it's not really, again, it's not really like a certain thing that just says, oh, this is strictly for saltwater. All the saltwater jigs are, look, let's go to lures and I'll go to saltwater jig heads, right? All they are, they're anodized. They're like, let's see what this shit says. They don't even say what type of metal it is, but I can promise you they're anodized. I can promise you it's just steel that has been like, it's like electrically charged, and it provides a coating to the point to where that metal, it won't corrode. It's anodized. Y'all gotta look that shit up. Like, it's hard to explain if you don't know what it is. It's just electrically charged. That's how they change the color of the metal. It's basically fried. You know what I'm saying? Like, it turns the metal, it's like protected. But look, that's all this is. It's a jig head. It's just tungsten. But you trying to tell me if you were to use a jig head like this in freshwater, that's only a 3-aught. It's just 7 ounces. But this one's a 4-aught and it's only 2 1/8 ounce. So I would use that at a small lake if I needed to catch a fish in that range and I didn't want to use like one of the circular jig heads. So this whole, these fucking YouTubers are killing me with this shit, because just because it says saltwater, this game is not programmed to a point to where you cannot use these jig heads in freshwater. It's not. I was just using saltwater poppers at fucking White Moose Lake. I caught the first damn pike with it. So like, if I was at home and I was going fishing and I had a set of tools, I don't give a fuck what this shit says. If I can catch a freshwater fish with this supposed saltwater lure, what the fuck do you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna set that rig up. I don't give a shit what they claim that it's made for. That's their way of making you pay more money because, oh wait, I have to get a freshwater lure or I have to get a saltwater lure. No, the fuck you don't. Because the fish that are in freshwater that will hit a lemon, I mean, let's keep it real. If they'll hit a lemon crankbait in saltwater, the same fish that'll hit a lemon crankbait in freshwater, why would you need to buy a separate fucking crank? Again, you have to look at the metal. And because it's about corrosion at that point, because saltwater is going to corrode some shit that ain't protected. But you think these fucking fish can look at that green and white jig head and they're like, nope, that's a saltwater lure. Not gonna bite that. The fuck? Fish ain't that damn smart. But now here's the catch. Here's where they screw you over though. These jig heads only come with the pack, except for the tungsten ones that you can purchase with cash. Only the tungsten ones though. The rest of the colored jig heads, they come with the pack, or you have to use your most coveted item in your box is bait coins, and you can only buy these with bait coins, unfortunately. Now because I have the pack, I already got the small ones, so I'm Gucci there. But if I needed to, like, see, they give you the 1/0 and they give you the 3/0. But they often skip over some shit. So it's going to be a point where you might need to see, look, now you get the 3.5 ounce 5/0, but the 2 1/8 ounce 5/0 you got to buy. But you trying to tell me that if I took the 2 1/8 ounce 5/0 and then put a regular grub lure on that bitch, that I wouldn't be able to go to as a matter of fact, as soon as I get done, I'm going to Crab Island with them bitches. I swear to God, I use the gold ones on everything. I don't give a fuck where I go. Yo, this fucking blue and white, the blue and white 3.5 ounce, the blue and white 3.5 ounce jig head, take that and then mix that with the take that and mix that with the Club Series, the blue Club Series lure. Oh my God. That Club Series grub mixed with the with that other jig head I was just showing you, which is supposedly saltwater. Man, you are crazy. That shit is insane. The type of responses that I get in reference to the fish. So don't get caught up in this whole saltwater, freshwater shit, because another primary example of like why this doesn't matter at all. Why this doesn't matter is in the inventory, right? Well, we'll go to the shop. Let's go to baits. And this, let's go. This says fresh baits. So these are fresh baits and these are saltwater baits, right? So the saltwater baits would be the standard common saltwater shit, right? Now some of this shit, don't work for freshwater fish because they're so fucking big. But here's the lie. See the baits? Let's go to fresh baits. Do you see this right here? That's cut up fish. Standard small cut bait that anybody would do if they were out at the water, and let's say I caught a bunch of small fish. I'm gonna cut their ass up and put them on a hook, right? Well, let me tell y'all something. When you playing Fishing Planet, yeah, I know it says freshwater, but these fish don't fucking know the difference. You could catch small fish like Japanese jack mackerel with small cut bait. Swear, I use this shit all the time when I was fishing with tuna. Even though it's supposedly fresh fish, fish don't know the difference in other fish. They're still fish. So if you got chopped up fish and you put it on a hook, do you think that a tuna would be like, I'm not biting that, that's freshwater fish? They don't fucking know, and they don't fucking care. Now, they may not bite the large minnows per se, especially in real life, because large minnows won't live long in salt water any fucking way. So that's the point. But the cut bait, you can switch that shit up. I do it all the time. The huge cut bait, that's big ass chunks of cut bait. You know what? That shit works. So don't get that shit twisted. This game is an equal opportunity game. It really is. I've used freshwater crab for bait in Japan. Why? Because they're still crab. Even if they were dead, a tuna would still hit that. It's still a crab. Or an amberjack would still hit that. So don't ever get that shit all like confused and fucked up. Now frogs, no. Cause that's one thing you don't see in salt water. So it's not that they wouldn't hit it because they just don't like it. It's not a part of their ecosystem. So it's like, but it's really not true, because there's frogs in Japan every fucking where. They're just not like, they're not always just standard brown. You know what I'm saying? Like, would it work? Yeah, truthfully, because you think if a fish, certain fish that eat food from the surface, so like take a mackerel, for instance. They hunt on the surface. So do you think a hungry mackerel that saw a frog swimming in the water and they're hungry, you think that mackerel is gonna pass up that frog just because it's like, well, that's a frog, so you know, I'm just gonna, it's cool? Fuck no! They gonna take their shot. That's what predators do. Predators eat. So I'm about to load up some of these saltwater jig heads. I don't have any of the twos, which is really shitty, because that's what I need for real. So guess what? I got 4,855 fucking bait coins. Guess what I'm gonna do? Just take a guess. Damn, I'm so about to go get me some saltwater jig heads. So those are 2 and 5, 6. These are 2 and 5, 6. Are those the only 2 watts? Yeah, because it looks like the tungsten ones only go to 4. This shit is so weird. Because how do they go? How do they go from 7 ounce 7/0 to 7 ounce 3/0? I don't fucking understand that shit at all. Because then there's 3, and then there's 5. So I guess the way they laid it out, it just, I don't know, it ordered them wrong. I don't know. But there's the 7 ounce 7/0 before everything. I don't know why. It's very weird. So here's the 7 ounce 3/0, 7 ounce 5/0, and then it goes to 5 3/10, and then 8/0. And then here's your 7 ounce 9/0. I don't know how in the hell they laid this shit out. But you gotta pay attention to it because it's all over the fucking place. So yes, these are the only 2 watts on the game. You got the 2 1/8 ounce. Wait, I'm tripping. Those are 3 watts. I'm tripping. I saw the 2 ounce. I'm tripping. Yep. So if I was to go down to the hook size and I go 1/0 to 3/0, the only ones I have are the 2 watts that are down here. So that'd be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Oh, so that would keep me at 4. Okay, those are the ones I just made yesterday, so that's fine. Yep, the only 2 watts on the game. So they give you 3 for 10. So I'm gonna buy all of those. Because I had 48.55. And that'll only cost me 50, so that'll leave me with 48.05, and that was the number I had before I finished all my shit yesterday. And once I finish all the shit today, I'll be right back in the game with more bait coins. And that's why it pays to finish the mastering missions, the fish monsters, all of that, because there's bait coins associated with every damn thing. Everything. Until you just completely finish everything and you ain't got nothing left but the weeklies, the monthlies, the yearlies, and the leaderboards, and the competitions. That's it. Once you finish all the mastering, once you finish all the missions, and you finish all the exploring missions, because they have 1 to 2 to whatever bait coins, because those are small, those are simple. I actually think they only have 1 bait coin for each one. Yep. So those are the simple ones. Then you got the mastering missions. You got 3 bait coins, I think, almost for every mission. Yep. And once you finish those, that's it. Then you got the collecting ones. So once you collect all the trophies, now some of them, like this one, the trout trophies, have 5 bait coins, which I only have to catch 1 more trout, and I think I'm gonna go do that. That's just a Linux. That's simple. So I'll go catch that and get that money, get those bait coins back. But yeah, pretty much they're 3, 4, and 5, unless you do the ones that require like the weeds, tree bark, underwater items, shit like that. But the fish is 3, 4, 5, and then the saltwater bottom dwellers, you get 6 bait coins. So once you finish all those and you finish all of the fish monsters, now the fish monsters don't always have bait coins. It depends on which one. This is like the only one. And I finished all the rest of them, but they came with bait coins. So, like, see, they come with 2 bait coins. Once you finish all that, there's nothing left to do on this game, but fish and get your money up and keep getting XP so you can keep getting rank and competitions and the leaderboard, where you have your global leaderboard for weekly XP. And I don't know what the fuck this dude is doing. He's got 109 million XP. Like, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. Like, I don't know what these guys are doing. They aren't touching grass. Cause this dude, okay, wait, no. That's 3 million. So this person has already gotten 3 million XP. I don't know what they're doing. Some of these folks are cheating. They gotta be, because they aren't winning competitions and shit. So I can most definitely for sure guarantee that those are PC players and they got some type of exploit, because people are getting booted from Fishing Planet for cheating. Why the fuck do you have to cheat on a fishing game? Beats the fuck out of me. That goes to me, that goes to prove how much of a loser ass lame you really are. This ain't fucking Fortnite. Like, if you gotta run exploits or cheats on a fishing game, you just suck as a gamer. So yeah, you got your competitions, 10 Bitcoins. And you got your fishing rewards every week. 60,000 for first place. And that's at the Congo. So pretty much every fish at the Congo, if you come in first with the largest fish that week, you'll get $60,000. And monthly, if you come in first, you will get 100 club points. And if you come in first place for the year, which they close out December 31st at 8 p.m. Universal time code, you'll get 420 Bitcoins. So that's all you have left to do once you close out everything. Competitions and trying to kill the leaderboard. That's pretty much it. So let's set this shit up. I got the blue one-eye. I know it's too light. I'm not trying to cast far. We're just dropping it in the water so I can catch the halibut. I always take the gold jig head. Now when you purchase the pack, why did I just do that? I thought I was in my backpack and I was in my home page, so let's take that off. Okay, so I'm taking the twos. So I'm gonna put the gold on one. I always use them. I often use the gold, the gold and black, because it's flat matted. So you got to pay attention to the weather. But then again, it really doesn't matter at Scotland because the weather is pretty much the same all fucking day. Because it's the North Atlantic, it looks like that all the time. Being in the military, I got to see weird ass weather like that, and it doesn't change. Unless it's those days where it's actually like clear and the sun is out, but it's still fucking freezing. So those are the three that I'm going to take. I'm not even going to worry about the one-eye because I only have one fish to catch anyway. But I want to set it up. Now here's the thing. With the saltwater jig heads. What I don't do with the saltwater jig heads, I don't match the colors. And I'm going to take the twisters. And I'm going to take the ones that fit on a 2-aught. So it's all of these. And that shit does matter. You don't always have to match the size if it's not too far away from the hook. So you could fit like a 3 on a 2-aught. But don't be surprised if sometimes you miss the fish. And those are reasons why you'll get those false, you'll get those false those fake bites where it seems like, you know what I'm saying, like nothing, it seems like nothing hit the like nothing hit the fucking, like they keep getting off. That's because it's just how your shit's set up. So it's like, that's their way of letting you know you got to change something. That's all. So what I do is, even though they have the blue jig head, I don't ever do that because I'm trying to maximize the contrast. So I learned a trick. Like, there's the green jig head, right? The green and yellow, the lemon. That's the green and yellow, the acid lemon color. But I've learned something. I'm gonna put, that's the gold one, right? So I do shit like this. I'll put the gold one on that one, and I'll put, and I did that shit again. Jeez. Alright, so I'll do shit like this. I'll put the green and white one on that one, because fish are all different colors. And so I've learned that if the jig head doesn't trigger an event, the body of it may. So if you have it all the same color, you see what I'm saying? Like, trust me, this shit works. Because I've done it where I've had all the colors matching and didn't get a single fucking bite. So what I did was I started switching up the colors, and I put like the blue one on the green one on the blue one. The next thing you know, I'm in the same spot, casting in the same area, and I'm getting non-stop hits. And I was like, well, that's why I do my strategy shit. So like, there's the gold one, but instead of putting the sand gray, which is what they call it, I don't do that. I'll put the green one on that one and do shit like that. And then on the gold one, I'll put the blue one. I do this shit all the time. And somehow it fucking works. So I'm like, whatever. Because how many fish do y'all see where like the front of it may be colored different than the back of it? Like, that's just how fish are. All kind of colors. So it's like, what's the point? And again, there's nowhere in the game that says it won't work, or that you have to do it this way, or you have to do it that way. So guess what? I ain't normal. And the way my brain works, I don't always see shit the same way as everybody else. So I'm not gonna do shit as what's considered the normal method, because I don't see why the fuck I can't do it this way. That's how my brain works. I literally will see some shit and I'm like, well, why can't I do it this way then? Because that's just how I am by default. Like I can't help myself. So we got the bottom rods for the other fish, and we're gonna start off with we only need to catch one Atlantic halibut, and in that process I also am going to need a pilker. So let's grab some of these Nordic pilkers. I don't really care about the spoons, but I care about the pilkers. So again, I'm gonna grab the blue. Oh, and I forgot I got these already. I got the blue ones, and I got the rainbow. Well, it's called green and purple, but, and again, if you go to the lures and you go to the saltwater hard bait, you'll see pilkers, and you'll see all the different colors. And there's the blue and pink. These are the mini pilkers, the green, striped green. Nothing hits like the green shit. Nothing. I don't give a fuck what you're looking for. But you got the triple hook pilkers, but then you got the fish pilkers. And as you level up and you get to level 101, you unlock the blue and purple, and these things work like fucking crazy. And I purchased the number 2s immediately because I needed to do some shit, and it worked right out the gate. And that's all I need. Once you start getting into the Nordic pilker and the banana pilker, those are heavy. So you don't even have to worry about, see, 12-aught, 8-aught, 7. Like, those are big fish only. And once I get done, like, I might grab a couple of those just to see if I can catch some large ass fish with it, because I did the other day. So let's see what the missions say real quick. We got to catch 1 European hake using any bait. And then I got to catch a meager. So yeah, I might grab a few of those because meagers do like... Them bitches big too. Still hadn't caught a unique one yet. And the trophies have been huge. So they like pilkers and fish pilkers. And they like the saltwater twisters and the slugs and all that. But I'm just going to grab some pilkers and call it a day. So I got the light pilkers already. And I'm going to grab the blue and pink 2/0 because I already got the green ones. So I'm going to put these in the bag. Then I'm going to put the blue one and the pink one in the bag. So those are for the small fish. And then when I start to get, once I get done and I need to catch the other ones, we got the 8/0 Nordic banana pilker. 6/0. And these are the triple hook pilkers. I love my gold and silver triple hook pilkers. Those are 12/0. And so I'll take these. Then I'll take 1 green one and 1 blue one. And then I got the banana pilker. I'll go ahead and grab. This is a Nordic pilker. It's different than. So we got the 19 ounce 9/0 pilker. Then we got the 23 ounce 12/0, and then the 25 ounce 15/0 Nordic pilker. And that's it. I'm not trying to catch a whole, like when I start doing this and I get into this point, like the little fish will bite anyway, so I don't give a shit about carrying like a whole bunch of small lures. I'm trying to catch some big shit. So once I get done with these, because you can catch small fish with the bottom lure, with the bottom shit all day. I never take small lures unless I'm purposely doing some shit, because the small ones are gonna bite regardless. They just are. So I'm gonna start out trying to get the Atlantic halibut. And I need to change my boat or we won't be going no fucking where. Alright, so we got the boat. We got what we need. And I'm going to do the fishing together so I can get the extra XP. And I want to control... I love being able... I got to control my weather. Because for the most part, I want to have the most active time that I can have throughout the day. So I'll start at this 10 a.m. spot. Put myself on the back end there. Make myself the captain. And we can travel. And because of my XP level up requirements, I'm always going to take the best option to get XP when I need it. So I'm going to do fishing together no matter what. It crashed.